So back when I was pregnant, I read the book, What to Expect When You're Expecting. Yeah, everyone read that book. I don't know if they're still reading it now, but that's what you read when you're having a baby. The question is, what do you expect when you're not expecting? Okay, no one tells you about that part. Joining us now, Dr. Tara Allmen. She's the author of the book, Menopause Confidential, and can I call you Tara?
Please.
Okay, doctor. I was reading it and I'm like, oh my God, that's me, that's me, that's me, that's me, that's me. Why didn't anyone tell me this?
Yes, what a surprise. Well, I'm telling you now, and I'm telling all your viewers now.
Please.
So this is really about midlife women's health. So we're the group of 40 until death do us part.
A lot happens.
Yes, and no one gives us a lecture, right? Our OBGYNs are so busy with the next younger group of women that we get pushed over here, and it really is up to us, the 40 and above crowd, to start getting really good information on what happens when you're not expecting.
Because a lot does happen, and it can be very confusing. It can be very impactful on your life, and we spend a lot of time in the Know Your Value community talking about women who are relaunching their careers, women who have taken time off, sometimes 10, 20 years, and they're coming back into the workplace. Well, we're dealing with a whole different set of health issues that are very real coming with us along the way. What are they?
Well, it's called perimenopause. It starts in our 40s. It's our journey to menopause. And really what women need to know is you're not going to feel well, and therefore you're not going to be able to take on all the challenges that you need to for career and family. And basically we women take care of everything. And at some certain point, we have to start taking care of ourselves. So the journey through our 40s is perimenopause. Our menstrual cycles start to change, and with that come a lot of symptoms like flashes and sweats and mood and weight gain and sleep. And menopause is when we stop having menstrual cycles altogether, and here comes a news bulletin for your viewers.
Yes.
Menopause begins with our last menstrual period, and it never ends. So when women say to me, I'm all done with that menopause, really what they're saying is maybe I'm done with hot flashes. But we have to be concerned about bone health, brain health, heart health, and frankly, health from head to toe, from hair to toenail, and all the bits and pieces in between, because they will change as we live our lives as menopausal women.
So, and the book is really great at addressing all the gory details, all the stuff that's
all
like
the
really,
wonderful
it needs to be
details.
explained. They're wonderful, but it's like, oh, that's, okay, I've seen that.
It's a revelation when you finally get confirmation that you're not crazy.
There's not something wrong with you. There's also a mental transformation and some necessary dietary changes and exercise needs. And I'd love for you to talk about that, because the bone health part of it, I always thought, okay, I need to work out every day. I'll keep my bones strong. Not necessarily the case.
Well, what all women over 40 now need to do is to start to put themselves somewhere on the top of their to-do list, right? So that includes healthy nutrition and exercise. And there's actually an equation your viewers can take home with them. It's 30 minutes, 5 days a week of something aerobic will reduce their risk of heart disease, the #1 killer of women in this country, okay? And so that's #1. And what's good for the heart is good for the brain. So if you want to reduce your risk of dementia, you want to do your aerobic exercise. But when it comes to bone health, which we all have to be very concerned about in midlife, we do have to start strength training. And even more importantly, and nobody tells women this, balance training.
Right.
So this is part of our new and improved midlife women's health world. Put yourself on the list and do it as every day if you can, at least 5 days a week. And there's no putting it off. We procrastinated because we were so busy. We were doing everything else for everyone else. And now we're going to start doing it for ourselves.
Over the past couple of years, I've noticed some real changes for myself emotionally, and like temper flares. And I thought maybe like I was going crazy or something, or it was external. Is this part of it as well? Is there emotional transformation?
There's a total mood component. It changes for us. So as our menstrual cycles change, our moods change, and not for the better. And I have a chapter called My Husband Thinks I'm Crazy, but you don't have to have a husband. You can have a fiance.
Okay. And can he think I'm crazy?
Yes,
is that okay?
Yes, and
okay.
and you can,
good then.
or just your coworkers or your children, everyone, or frankly just yourself. You just don't feel well.
Yeah.
So that journey through perimenopause is fraught with peril in terms of mood. It settles out a little bit after menopause, but we still feel blue, and we just don't have that spring in our step. And there are some absolute positive things we need to do in order to have health today and health 30 years from now.
Fraught with peril. Okay, these years are fraught with peril, and they tell us nothing about them. Okay, the book does, and you do, and that's great. But where can women go to get real information on this, which we're going to start trying to, we're building this very important, very valuable age group into our website and our Know Your Value community, because we're finding we're working longer, we have so much to offer and so much to do still in our lives. But it is fraught with peril. Where can women get real information on what's happening?
We're so busy, so I want to point you toward one website that I think has the best information, the most scientifically evidence-based midlife women's health information. It's the North American Menopause Society. It's menopause.org. So if in the middle of the night when you're flashing and sweating and you can't sleep, you can head to menopause.org for the best, correct information that we have available. And of course, I believe everyone over 40, men included,
yes, all men.
All men need, every man needs a gynecologist, as I wrote about. Menopause Confidential for everyone.
And there's the line about Vegas, which we won't say here.
Yes,
all right?
but we can talk about
but
that.
It's in the book. All right, Dr. Tara Allmen, thank you so much for coming in. Thanks for being a part of the Know Your Value community.
Thank you very much.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.